Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear brothers and sisters, this is Imam Uncle Samir. Among the many things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has allowed me to do over the years, beside my trade of driving, slinging mud, drywall finishing for over 30-something years, being an Imam, new Muslim teacher for the youth, and for the new Muslim reverts, I was also an Uber driver. And I love to drive. I enjoy driving Uber. It surprised me when I first started driving Uber that I found that I had customers who would tell me that I was the first driver that actually ever talked to them. That surprised me. People being in the car for 5, 10, 15 minutes and never actually, having a conversation. I drove people that, would take an Uber every day to and from work. And sometimes it was a 10, 15-minute drive without no traffic. And I was amazed that people would tell me that I'm the first driver that ever talked to them. That really surprised me. But one of the reasons I drove Uber, which was not really as much for money as many people, I wanted that other money. I wanted that freedom. I wanted the time to stop and go when I wanted to. That, which is what most everybody enjoys, driving Uber. But I knew it was an opportunity for me to be able to give some dawah, talk to people about Islam. By Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's grace and mercy, I had 10 people take Shahada in my car. But the main thing that I really knew about driving Uber and being in contact with the people was when I wasn't talking to them about Islam, I was talking to them about business. Because I also always tried to have a side hustle. I always like to have a second form of income beside whatever it was that I was normally doing when I worked on a job or where I ran my own drywall construction company. So talking to people about my business, I met a man at one business conference who had built his whole network primarily from driving Uber. He would talk to his customers and would give his customers his business card about his business, his network marketing business that he had, and he was able to get them to go to his website. And many would sign up and join. And that's how he built his business. He had a massive, and at that time I was not able to drive. I did not have my license straight and I wasn't able to drive. So I was like, when I get a chance to do that, I'm going to do that. Those two things are going to be the things that I'm going to do, is I'm going to drive Uber, I'm going to set my page up, so I'm going to give some dawah, and I'm going to be able to tell them and grow my business. The business that I had when I was driving Uber, it was okay. It's a good business. I enjoy it. But nonetheless, it wasn't suited for everybody. So a lot of my customers was not really on the page to get with the business that I was doing at that particular time. That particular guy who I saw, he was driving a luxury car. So he was getting more upscale people in his car. But now, I'm not driving Uber now, but it would be awesome for me to do so, because the business that I have now found to establish that passive income is suited for everybody. Doesn't matter your income level, doesn't matter your education, doesn't matter whether you just got out of jail, whether you got a past record for something, it doesn't matter. Where a lot of conditions was there for the business that I was involved in before. Though it was good, it just wasn't suited for everybody. The business now that I know that's halal and that is an online ability to establish a serious passive income is one that's suited for everybody. And it doesn't matter whether you got a little bit of money or a lot of money to get started. Because you don't need a lot of money to get started, because it shows you how to do it without all of that. So I want you to if you want to find out about this passive income halal business that I'm doing, hit me in the box put some comments in and say, yes, I'm ready. I want to find out what it is. What you doing, Uncle Samir? I want to know more about it. Also, subscribe to my channel so that I know that I'm getting through to some people. This is a new thing for me to try to move online on YouTube. So help me out. Be courteous enough. Drop a comment. Yes, no, maybe so. Alhamdulillah, excuse me. And subscribe to the channel. It ain't gonna hurt you. Don't cost you nothing. Inshallah, I'll see you soon. Assalamu alaikum.